Salutations, Stort here, and today I want to talk about the post-apocalyptic survival MMO Edengrad that lists Fallout and Mad Max as its primary inspirations. You guys may not know this, but I am a huge sucker for post-apocalyptic themes in media. I've got to give you a forewarning though, as this Unity game is freshly into early access and very little has been done on the optimization front at the time of this video. You'll probably notice that all of my settings are on lowest, because without a fairly high-end computer, and even then sometimes, you're not going to get a stable frame rate. If you have an average or below average gaming rig and can't stomach around 30 FPS, I'd suggest waiting a few weeks before diving in. Alright, now onto the actual game. Edengrad is a rather ambitious project seeking to combine the community, questing, and item mechanics of an MMO with the crafting, scavenging, building, and full loot mechanics of survival games. You'll initially spawn as a new recruit completing assignments for the Shelter, an organization in the Lost Highway region of Phoenix, Arizona. The quests are simple enough, though at this time some of them are broken and unable to be completed if anything goes wrong. The Lost Highway is a non-PvP zone wherein no player bases can be built and other players cannot be harmed. However, when you leave to other parts of the world, you will run into hostile players like any other survival game. As this game is full loot, that means that when you die, all of your items will remain with your corpse, as you are spawned naked and helpless, likely far away. These areas are also the only places where you can build actual bases, I believe, which is the only way you can really store any of your items. The game currently suffers from a loot problem, as without a base, you will quickly find yourself filled to the brim with materials and gear you don't need and can't really do anything with. When I asked the developers about this issue, I was told that they have plans for a recycle skill in the future, so you could actually make use of all this junk. And at the moment, armor drops are higher than they will in time want them to be. Edengrad is very much focused around the players setting up their own communities outside of the starting zone and using crafting along with scavenging to equip themselves with gear, going so far as to have no actual NPC vendors in the Shelter. I haven't really explored that gameplay too much yet, as I've heard some people are having issues getting back into the Lost Highway after leaving, and the servers aren't stable enough at the moment to merit really digging into the gameplay. That's really the main theme of my experience so far. There's a lot of work that needs to be done in this game, and at the moment of launch, I'd suggest only buying into it if you are interested in the game's future. The price point currently is actually respectably low at $10 USD until April 11th, when it moves up to $13. At best, I'm cautiously optimistic for the road forward. However, if you go into this expecting a more complete game than it currently is, you're gonna be mega disappointed, which is why it is always important to at least lightly research your game purchases before making them. Due to server instability and rumored duping glitches, the first 2 days so far have been fairly painful, with very frequent server crashes and lag spikes. All that said, it still isn't the worst launch I've seen, and the devs have been fairly responsive with the community in their Discord and the Steam forums. I'm noticing a common trend among reviews wherein people are buying into early access games and getting angry when they aren't easily playable on launch day due to usually unforeseen bugs and instabilities when it enters an unsterile environment. What do you guys think about the early access system? Are developers entering the system with too little testing, or do you think that some of the onus lays with the consumers who buy into clearly unfinished games with no research, expecting a more polished experience? Anyway, drop a comment down below and let a brother know, and as always, thanks for watching, and stick around for more content.